my name is Jessica Janowski. This is one of the video submissions I have for my 300-hour yoga teacher training for my Vinyasa practice. Today's yoga class is going to be centered on unblocking or paying attention to the sacral chakra, the second chakra. Svadhisthana is the Sanskrit word, meaning one's own dwelling. The color is yellow, and we'll find this chakra right in the lower abdomen. So you can kind of see I put a little symbol on my Barney bones here to help you. And if you think about the body, the sacrum is the triangular bone in the back. And so this chakra can be found right where the sacrum and the lumbar spine meet. So on the front, that would be your lower abdomen. And so if you put one hand on your lower belly and one hand on your back, you'll be finding where the energy center is. So before we get started with our yoga practice, let's do a little bit more about this so you know what we'll be doing throughout the practice. If your sacral chakra is blocked, you might feel that you have emotional overreactions. So you get too emotional too easily and you're not able to contain that well. You might feel codependent on other people. You might have addictive behaviors. You might have a fear of being happy. So you feel like you don't deserve being happy maybe. You also might be depressed, feel guilty, or shame. If this chakra is working well, some of the things you might be experiencing are emotional awareness. And with that comes also acceptance. So you're emotionally aware when you're upset or angry, but then you accept that and that's okay, and you know you'll work through it. So not thinking that you're always happy, because that's not it. You recognize your emotions, you have acceptance to your emotions, and you're able to process with resiliency and move on. But you are in touch with your emotions and you're okay with that. You have good communication skills when this chakra is well balanced and working well and open. You enjoy life. You practice self-inquiry and acceptance, and you have good self-discipline. So some of the main focuses of this chakra is you're working on your emotions, you're working on connectivity, so being connected to yourself and others, and you're working on your own creativity. And some of the mantras that we're going to be noticing, or the affirmations that are really, really great for this chakra and that I try to infuse a little bit in this class today. I am creative. I am connected to myself and others, and I am emotionally responsible. So those are the big three that I like to use. I might throw some other ones at you as we get through the class and we get through the poses. So let me move him out of the way a little, and we'll get started like we typically do with our faded tone. So coming to your Sukhasana, your easy seat, just allowing your spine to be long, your head floating to the sky, your sits bones grounded wherever you are. Just bring a sense of openness to the sacral chakra, and if you want to, you can even start to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your lower back. And listen for the faded tone when you don't hear the tone anymore. We will begin with some deeper breaths. Good, you can keep your hands right here if you're starting to bring some energy. Inhale. Big deep breath in and exhale. Let's bring in that idea of I am connected, because we're connecting. Yoga means union. Let's connect ourselves right now with this breathing. Inhale. Let's exhale out fear, worry, regret. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. So Sukhasana is actually the first pose that we are going to be talking about to help with the sacral chakra, because it has to do with being creative and being connected. So you can be sitting right here and mindfully think about how you're creative, what your creativities are, and how you're connected to yourself and others. Inhale, stretch and reach. Bring the hands together above your head. Exhale, hands at heart center. Bow your head if you wish. Inhale, lengthen, stretch and reach. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lengthen, stretch and reach. Exhale, hands come down. Arms go in a wide V. Let's do our seated twist. So right hand, left hand, right knee, right, left, behind body. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Grow taller and go deeper. One more time. Good. Bring that back around. Let's switch it. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind the back to put pressure and allow yourself to lengthen even deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. Good job. Hands come on your knees for Sufi grind. So we're going to bring our chest forward. We're going to hinge at the hips with a flat back. We're going to go to the right. Tuck your tummy around. Bring your shoulders forward, back, and then to the left. Let's smooth that out. Inhaling and exhaling when you get back. A couple more. You can go at your own pace. You don't have to go as fast or slow as I am. You're going to find what feels good for you. Let's go the other way. So let's go slow first. Like noticing the shift in the weight there. To the side, back. Like a big cat stretch seated here. And over. Let's smooth that out. Oh, it feels good. Great job. All right, inhale, stretch and reach. We're gonna go do a side stretch right from here. So right hand will go down. Left hand over, feel that side stretch in the body. Let's sweep down and around. So we're gonna sweep down, up, and then the other way. Oh, this feels amazing. What a great stretch. Sweep down and back up. Excellent job. Okay. I'm going to move myself off my bolster. Coming to Dhanasana, staff pose. Pushing into the floor, opening the chest, pulling the toes back. So every muscle is actually engaged. See if you can squeeze your abs here. Good. Okay. Seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana. So we're going to stretch up tall and we're going to fold from the hip forward. In this pose, think of how the energy is flowing through you and throwing through that sacral chakra. Our mantra here is, I create my reality. Good, let's repeat that all the way up. Exhale. I create my reality. Beautiful. Crossing the knees, coming forward for that cat-cow. Inhale. Cow. Really push your hind back, open the chest. Let that sacrum drop down that lower belly. Exhale. Arch it up to the sky. Breathe. Push all the air out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. This feels amazing. Great job. Let's go into our downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under. Push into downward facing dog. Lengthen. Really have your hands wide here. High knee is pushing back. Shoulders are pushing back. Lengthen those legs down. Bring the heels as close to the floor as you can get them. Maybe they're touching the floor. Walking your dog. Bending one knee, pushing the opposite back. And switch. Take your time here. This feels amazing. Let's come into a plank pose. Push the shoulders away from the ears. Notice your strength. Notice your power. Notice how your core is the center of your strength. Good job. We're going to lower all the way down. And we'll do a locust. Forehead on the floor. Hands behind you. Inhale. Exhale. I like to do this in layers. So I'm just going to peel up my head and my chest for level 1. You're more than welcome to do any level that feels good to you at this time. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, head, chest, and arms reaching back. Good. Exhale down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, head, chest, arms, and legs. If you're ready, try to really straighten those knees. This can be difficult. But just mindfully try. See where you're at. What if we take our hands and bring them forward? Notice the lengthening in the back. So back and forward. Feel those muscles moving. Tuck your toes under and push back into your plank. Back to your downward facing dog. Lengthen. Okay, we're going to come on our knees to practice an Anjanasana, so low lunge. In low lunge, we're going to keep our knee down. So we'll start on our knees, chest nice and tall, bringing the right foot forward. We're going to push those hips forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, a little arch back. Feeling that power moving forward. In this pose, our mantra can be, I allow myself to experience pleasure. I allow myself to experience pleasure. So as we're stepping forward and we're opening that heart and we're allowing all that energy to move all the way down to our sacral chakra. And it's almost like that happiness that should be in the heart is helping the other chakra be connected to the self where we need to feel happiness. Great job. So coming back onto all fours, push into plank, drive it back into down dog. From here, we're going to lift the right leg high in the air, three-legged dog. Step through to a low lunge. Drop the knee. This time we're going to come up and we're going to twist in that Anjanasana, that low lunge. So the left elbow will come across the body as best you can. If you can't quite make it, it doesn't matter. You're going to do what you can. Breathe and notice. Your head should be facing the same way that your hands are, but for purposes of the camera, I will look this way for a second just to stay connected with you. Exhale up. Let's move it back, sort of lengthening this leg into half split. Beautiful. Back to your plank. Super strong in plank. No one can break you. Let's try crocodile. Knees, chest, scooching forward into that cobra. Tuck your toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog. Lengthen. Left leg high in the air. Bring it through. So you're in that low lunge. Lowering the back knee down, sweeping up. And now we're going to move into that twist. So right elbow. Very nice. Really try to push forward here. Still thinking about experiencing pleasure and giving yourself permission to experience pleasure. Hand comes down, back to plank. This time, let's do a chaturanga, or you can stick with your crocodile. So we're gonna lower and hover and breathe. And then we're gonna rock ourselves forward into our up dog, opening the chest. Tuck your toes under, down dog lengthen. Oh, nicely done. We're gonna repeat that, and we're gonna add on again. So left leg goes high in the air. We're gonna bring it through. We're gonna lower the knee, sweep up. This time, we're gonna tuck the toes under from here and push into that crescent lunge. Beautiful. So now maybe you really can feel that sacral chakra start to open. Hands come down. Go into your plank. Chaturanga, ready? Lower. See if you can take a couple breaths. Push forward, just do what you can do, don't worry about it. It's your yoga practice, it's nobody else's. Tuck your toes under. Down dog lengthen. Ooh, this feels amazing. Left leg high in the air. Stepping forward. Lowering the knee at first to bring it up. Okay, connect with your sacral chakra. Feel the energy. Tuck your toes under. And bring yourself up. Make sure you can see your big toe so that your knee is in a safe 90-degree position. Nicely done. Hands come down. Plank pose. Super strong plank. Ready? Let's do our crocodile or our chaturanga. Lower. Breathe. Up dog. Let's rest for a second in child's pose. Knees down. Pushing back. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to cross our feet. We're going to sit back. Okay, legs come forward. We're going to do a little bit of flow, combining a couple of things. So we talked about a seated forward fold. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Let's deepen this a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, go deeper. So in this pose, Paschimottanasana, your energy is flowing. I create my reality. I create my reality. About the energy flowing there. Inhale, up. Exhale, arms go behind. So we're going to take our fingers. We're going to put them forward, and we're either going to lift our hips to inverted plank, or if this is too much, you bend your knees and you push yourself up to this variation of inverted plank. Either way, breathe. Let's notice those arms start to engage now. Lower, cross the feet, come forward, roll through plank. Very good. So downward down dog. Right leg high in the air. Step forward. Breathe. This time sweep all the way up to that crescent moon. Notice in this lunge, I allow myself to experience pleasure. Stepping forward, stretch and reach. Good, we're gonna repeat that. Forward fold. Breathe. Bringing your high knee all the way down. And sitting. Stretch up nice and tall. Forward fold. Hands come back. Inverted plank or your version thereof. Exhale. Coming back through to plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Step it through. Sweeping up. Nicely done. Breathe. Pushing down. Opening the chest here. Make sure you have a safe knee, 90 degrees, and you can see your big toe. Step up. Forward fold. Breathe. Let's take a moment here to do our waterfall. You can soften the knees if you want to. Grab your elbows, push down. Good job, roll slowly, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders back. Oh my goodness, I am sweating. Wide-legged forward fold. Okay, so in this pose, we are going to think about how creativity flows through us. So I am creative. So we're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to keep a flat back and down. Good job. Wide-legged forward fold. See where you notice your sacral chakra this time. Is it in the front or is it in the back? Where can you feel it really spinning and opening more prominently right now? In that lower abdomen like we talked about, or in the lower back? Just notice. Think about how our legs are open. And if we apply that to mentally, when we're open, we have more opportunities to be creative. And those knees roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Good job, nicely done. We're gonna repeat, but this time the arms are going to interlace and we are going to open up that chest a little bit more. So hands come out, they interlace, your fingers interlace behind you, pulling your arms back. Soften the knees and head forward. Just breathe. Exhale up. Nicely done. Let go of that goddess pose. So we want our feet out. And we want our hands closer together. We want to bend into a deep plie squat, really. Now let's check our body here, our body alignment. We don't want to be forward. We don't want to be hanging back like that. So we want a straight spine with respect that we're acknowledging and accepting our natural curves, and we're not trying to go too deep so that we don't have a good natural spine. Okay, so from here, goddess, we're gonna bend the elbows, pull them back, really feel like you, ooh, this is working my legs. In goddess, so think about how magical you are in your sensuality. I enjoy my sensuality. If you're a lady, I enjoy my femininity. Breathe, or if you're a man, I enjoy my masculinity. Right? Pull it back. Ooh. Feel the energy moving. You might be noticing it in your legs, but see if you can bring it back to that sacral chakra. Exhale, let's move into star. Ooh, okay. Hinge for that forward fold again. I am creative. And then from here, we're going to come back into that goddess. Breathe. Uttara Konasana, goddess. Can we pick up one heel? Little pulses. Just notice. And set it down, other side. Little pulses. Woo! Set it down. Ready? One-legged forward fold. Breathe. Let's add on to this one-legged forward fold. We're going to walk the hands back so fingers are facing away. Bend the elbows, pull the head down. Breathe. Bending the knees, moving into goddess one more time. Third time's a charm, right? Breathe. Okay. How about if we try to come on both toes and just notice? Ooh, really pulling yourself down into the earth, but then lifting yourself up to the sky all at the same time. The duality, the balance, and star pose. Good, heel toe together. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do a little bit of a flow here. I'll be very similar to a sun salutation with some variations. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, a little arch back. And hinting at the hips, forward fold. Step back with the right leg to that low lunge, or low lunge here, sweeping up, step. Crescent pose, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Plank pose, breathe. Chaturanga or crocodile. Exhale, opening the chest. Tuck your toes under. Lengthen, down dog. Right leg high in the air. Stepping through. Holding this lunge a second. Stepping forward together. Sweep to chair. Heels in the back. Weight in the heels. Oh my goodness. Exhale, up. Let's repeat on this side. Forward fold. Half lift to lengthen the spine. Forward fold to go a little deeper. Step back, left foot. Good job, you're in this low lunge, then you're gonna bring your chest up. You have to really tighten that core muscle to do that. Do it however you can, breathe. Reconnect with that sacral chakra. Exhale, hands come down. Step into your plank, you're super strong in plank. Let's do another chaturanga. Lower, rock it forward. Breathe. Tuck your toes under, down dog, lengthen. Left leg high in the air, three-legged dog. Stepping forward. Low lunge. Step forward again. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. And hands together. Exhale. Samasthi. Pose of stillness. I am enough. Let's refocus for a few breaths. See if that sacral chakra is feeling like it's opening a little bit. Jump or step into goddess. Little bend in the knee, go. Breathe. Okay, from goddess, we're gonna do to the left first, a extended side angle. So right here, modified. Good. Back to goddess. Hold, open the chest. Really feel your sensuality. Let it be expressive. And over the other way. Let's add on there, back to goddess. Breathe. Utthita Konasana, goddess. Okay, we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go into a revolved angle, breathe. From revolved angle, come down to that low lunge, lower the leg, sweep up, chest up. Arch back. If you can, really pushing down, notice where that energy is going. Exhale. Bring the knee back up. Come back through, hang out in a forward fold, wide-legged. Exhale, hands on hips. Come up with a flat back. Goddess the other side. Breathe. Nicely done. Okay, remember we're transitioning, so we're pivoting. Be careful, so really pick up your heels so you're not twisting anything. And move into revolve angle on the other side. Good. Breathe. notice, experience, enjoy, right? Where does your body feel happy? From here, we're going to lower that knee, sweep into that low lunge, that Svadhisthana. Breathe. Exhale back up. Coming back around. Woo. Waterfall here, grabbing your elbows, pulling yourself down. Really letting your back lengthen. You can twist side to side if that feels good. Exhale, hands on hips. Coming up. Ooh, heel toe together. Okay, one of my favorites, reverse warrior. Vrita Svadhisthana. I've shown you that one. I allow myself to feel all my emotions. So we talk about this a lot in class, but it's like a reflective pose. So we're gonna step back right, come to warrior one, big start. Hands come in, warrior two. Okay, flipping the front hand, and reverse warrior. Breathe. Exhale, up to warrior two. Step together. Exhale, nicely down. Let's repeat on the other side. So stepping back, warrior one. Whew. Hands come in. Open to warrior two. Flip. And reverse warrior. Allow yourself the opportunity to notice and feel. And when those emotions come up that are unpleasant, it's okay, be with them. Accept them. We're trying to tell you something. Exhale. Good job. Let's keep going. We're going to add a warrior flow. Step back right, warrior one. Hands come in. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Okay, from here we're going to rotate, end up in that revolved angle. From revolved angle, we're going to move to side plank, so you can lower the back knee if you need to. You can go to gate, and then if you want to, you can make your way to side plank, or you can step right back through to side plank. Hands come down. From regular plank, you're going to move into a garland. Woo, good job. Exhale, come up through goddess. Pull the shoulders back. Stretch and reach, star. Let's repeat that on the other side. So we're going to step back, warrior one. Hands come in. Open to warrior two. Reverse warrior. I accept my emotions. Coming back through to revolve angle, breathe. Try to push that back like even straighter if you can. Now from here, you can lower the knee, go to gate, stay at gate. You can move through gate into your side leg, or you can just step back. Really stabilize the shoulder though, pushing it away from the neck area, right, away from the ear, and comes down. Plank, super strong in plank, nobody can break you. We're going to step into garland or hop, gently float into garland. Woo. Okay, thinking about your sensuality and all that it can bring you. Goddess, breathe. And then finally star. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're gonna start to bring it down a little bit. So we're just going to step behind ourselves, lower gently down. Good. Let's begin in regular Svadhisthana, which is butterfly, regular butterfly. You can flap your wings if you want to. You don't have to. It's up to you. Whew. Okay, recline butterfly. Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're gonna lower down. Connecting again. Think of one of our major mantras. I am emotionally responsible. Put your attention back on your sacral chakra and just rest here for a moment, a couple breaths. You can have both hands on the lower abdominal where that sacral chakra is. Nice down, bring the knees into the chest, hug them in tightly, squeeze. Imagine squeezing out all the toxins, all the doubt, all the emotional imbalances in your sacral chakra as you pull your knees in. Exhale, let's let those legs float out to a 6 inches position where the arms are reaching behind you, also above that. Breathe. So in Pilates, we would call this double leg stretch. And then we're going to circle back in, squeezing it out. Anything that's negative, then open it back up for everything positive. Oops. This guy go in my way. Bring it in. And exhale out. And one more. In. And exhale out. Lower down. Good job. Roll over onto your tummy. And coming into Sphinx pose. Okay, so we're gonna, in Sphinx pose, we often talk about being alert, being aware, like a Sphinx protecting the pyramids, right? So pushing the shoulders back and down, we're gonna start to bring awareness to ourselves in the pigeon pose for our final major pose that we're gonna concentrate on for opening and unblocking the Svadhisthana, that sacral chakra. Svadhisthana, one's own dwelling. All right, so we're gonna tuck our toes in, we're gonna come to plank, and we're gonna bring ourselves into downward facing dog. Right leg goes high in the air, breathe. Step it through, and moving yourself into your pigeon pose. Respecting your own body. If your hips are tight and you cannot get the traditional 90-degree here, do what you can do. That's what I'm going to do. Then moving forward, you can have your forehead on the floor. You can be propped up a little bit, kind of like a sphinx if it's too much work. You can put your head on your fists, stack fists if you want, or a block if you want. I like to reach my hands forward, but you can have your hands out to the sides. Notice how it feels. You can have your hands behind you with your palms down or palms up. Kind of play with this and see what feels good. Here is our mantra while we stay here for quite a few breaths. I deserve to be happy. Breathing. Finding the balance of where you are, working yourself on. Exhale, bring the shoulders back down. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna just sit into a Z position, stretch out and twist. Bring your back leg around. Woo. Into Sukhasana. Inhale here. I know we gotta do the other side, don't worry. Exhale down. Rolling ourselves back forward. Moving into plank. Breathe, you're super strong in plank, nobody can break you. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, the leg goes high in the air. Pull it through. Okay, from here we're going to bring ourselves forward. Several breaths. I deserve to be happy. Noticing how it feels to maybe settle in a little deeper, or if you need to come out of this a little bit. Where are you today and what do you need? Take care of your own needs. Be connected to yourself. Yeah, exhale, walk the hands up, lower and twist. Oh, good, bring it back on the ground. Svadhisthana, breathe, inhale up. Exhale. Nicely done. Making our way to final stretches before our Shavasana. So we're just going to use our back to lower one vertebrae at a time. Lower, lower. Exhale. Nicely done. Open the legs slightly and the arms. Just connecting again, maybe even putting your hands on your sacral chakra. And then before we finish, we're going to bring those knees up, bring them to the ceiling. Let's let the right knee come in and the left leg go down. Bring that in. Lower the left leg and then pull that right knee over and across your body. Head can be looking away, or it can be looking towards, or it can be looking at the ceiling. So feel what feels good to your neck. Exhale, the other side. Both legs come up, and then slowly lower the right, pulling in the left. Exhale, bringing your across the body for your torso twist. Nicely done. Extending that leg down, settling into your Shavasana. Letting your body melt. And as you settle, I will come to Svadhisthana to guide you through this meditation. Let's start again with a faded tone, letting your body settle. Bring your awareness again to your sacral chakra. Notice if you feel an abundance or an increase of energy circulating within your lower abdomen and your lower back. Has it been awakened or revived? Knowing that anytime you might feel like you're having those blockages of feeling overwhelmed emotionally or overreacting emotionally, feeling like that you're dependent on somebody else, that you're not able to be independent for yourself, feeling like you have a fear of being truly happy, feeling really overwhelming emotions such as depression, guilt, and shame. You can come back to this yoga practice. You can do some of the poses we did here today to try to release any toxins, help unblock that energy center so that you can experience a connection with yourself. Once you're connected with who you are, you can make connections with others. Accept yourself for who you are and where you are. And where you are today might not be where you want to be eventually, but it is what it is today, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you can't strive for more or work for more. It just means that this is the way it is today, and this is who I am today, and today helps define who you end up being in the future. Every decision, every moment is really an important part of who you end up becoming. Always being aware and accepting of yourself. And you have to be comfortable in your own skin. This chakra, Svadhisthana, means one's own dwelling. Within yourself, who are you? It's really what we're thinking about. We are all creative in our own ways. So for the next 5 breaths, I want you to say the mantra, I am creative. Inhale, exhale, I am creative. Inhale, exhale, I am creative. Inhale, exhale, I am creative. Continue 2 more breaths on your own in your head. Refocus your energy and your breath back in your Svadhisthana. And let's do the next mantra. I am connected to myself and others. I'll lead you through 2, and then you do 3 in your head. Inhaling, exhaling, I am connected to myself and others. Inhaling, exhaling, I am connected to myself and others. Inhaling, exhaling, I am connected to myself and others. 3 more in your head. On your next inhale, send some love back into this Svadhisthana. In our last mantra, 5 times, I am emotionally responsible. So I'll lead you through 1 and you do 4 in your head. Inhale, I am emotionally responsible. For the next few minutes, pick one of those mantras to focus in and on your Svadhisthana, feeling and understanding your own creativity, your own sensuality, your own connectedness. You'll hear a slight chime when this meditation is over. When you're ready, we're going to slowly start to make our way back into our physical body. Maybe you can make a fist with your right hand, squeezing. Really tighten up all your muscles in your arm. Exhale, release, shake that out. Little circles with the wrist, one way and the other way. And then like you're kind of playing the piano, little wiggly fingers, lower that arm softly down. Make a fist with your left arm, squeezing every muscle. Exhale, release the fist. Lengthen the arm. Little circles, one way with the wrist. Little circles the other way with the wrist. Float the arm all the way down. Inhale, squeeze the abs super, super tight. Roll the hips under slightly, squeezing your high knee. Exhale, relax and release. Letting the belly go soft. Squeezing that right leg and make a muscle, point the toe down. Exhale, pull the toes back so you're flexing the foot, pushing the ankle out. Then soften the leg slightly, roll the ankles one way, pull them the other way, float that leg down. Left leg, you're gonna bring it up slightly above the mat, squeeze, point the toe down. Notice those muscles engaging, then flex the foot, heel goes out, toes go back. Exhale, soften the ankle and then roll one way, roll the other way, float that way down. Good, let's bring some attention to our upper chest. Squeeze your upper chest as if you're pulling your arms in, you're like squeezing something in between your armpits. Let the chest and the side body and the top back really tighten. And exhale, release that. Let's bring our attention to our face. Scrunch. Release our ribs. And then open wide like bird surprise. Exhale, soften the face. Rolling over to your right. And resting for a moment until you make your way back to Sukhasana, easy seat position. Nice job. So bringing it back, full circle, sitting in Sukhasana as we started, where we allow our creativity and energy to flow, where we accept our emotions for whatever they are, and we work through them, and where we really can feel connected to ourselves when we're just sitting and allowing ourselves to be who we are. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Let's close class our traditional way. May I know my truth. May I see my truth. May I speak my truth. May I feel my truth. Namaste.